Cabinet has cleared an ordinance that reverses the Supreme Court's order on disqualifying convicted MPs and MLAs. Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan is joining us on this. Madhav, take us through the content of this ordinance as we know it right now.
Well, basically what this ordinance will do is that it will give the option of appealing to a higher court within the period of 3 days or 3 months or 90 days, beg your pardon. And if that appeal is done, then really the person would be allowed to continue. That is as far as this ordinance is concerned, is what we're told. Of course, the cabinet clearing it is an important stage. It will become law once it is promulgated by the president. But essentially, the ordinance is to undo the impact of Supreme Court's verdict, which would automatically disqualify members of parliament and members of legislative assemblies, lawmakers across the country, if they are convicted of crimes beyond 2 years. That is really the impact of that judgment is what is sought to be mitigated with this particular ordinance. We have seen over the past few days Congress MP Rashid Masood being convicted in a case of corruption. There is also important other allies of the government from inside and outside as well who have number of cases, several leaders and several such parties which have been putting pressure on the government to really act in this manner at the very earliest. So a lot of pressure has been building up on the government, and this ordinance now.
This, of course, will have wide-ranging implications. We're getting some political reactions now. Let's listen into them.
When we could not complete our agenda and the parliament was over, then there is no other alternative other than issuing an ordinance. But that ordinance, in 2 months' time, it will have to come before the parliament.
The ordinance which is coming on the members of parliament who are convicted, on that the government is showing extraordinary interest in bringing an executive order. That government which has lied low for the last 4 years in terms of critical policy matters is showing extraordinary haste in bringing an executive order. We'd like to know from the government as to what is driving this.